青の彼方のフォーリズム
Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to a brand new series. Aokana, Ano Kanata no Forizumu. I think I got that right. I have to just double check. 4 rhythms across the blue. But of course, there's other names for it. But I think I'm gonna stick with just Aokana. So firstly, I don't know much about the series. I haven't even clicked start yet. I haven't touched anything, so I haven't tested, so it should be fine, but not too sure. The sound, I'm unsure if it is good or not. I would need verification on that. So after finishing the 9 series and having a feature that I really enjoyed from what I could tell, not in this, but it's sad about. The feature I'm talking about is where you have your English subtitles and then your Japanese subtitles underneath. I really enjoyed that. So what I like to do in my playthroughs is read and enjoy it, but I tend to look at the translations in a different light, because I studied Japanese for quite a bit. I do know quite a bit, but not too much. So if I see a translation I'm not happy with, that I normally voice it and say how I would have translated it instead. But because this one doesn't have the subtitles in Japanese, I would have to use audio as a cue for that. I did that more often in 9. I would hear something, see that it was not the same in English, but then I would look in the Japanese translation to see how it would have been translated. But anyway. So yeah, that's how I'd like to do these playthroughs, and I also like to theorize, I should say, on how certain things are and will happen, or my thoughts during it. 9 was a good example of that, where if something were to happen, I think, okay, this person's probably the culprit, or things like that. Obviously, this is a different genre. I don't know much about it, so I just know it's not going to be the same as 9. And one last thing I wanted to mention before we start is I generally avoid the voice section in the systems files, because it generally spoils who will be in the series, the names, pictures, like the characters in a sense. But what's interesting is they don't do that. They only have the voice of the main character. I think that's the main character. I'm not too sure. It's the only person with a voice thing, and everything else is just unknown, which I think is great. But then again, I can't test to see if things are too loud or not. So I'm gonna have to go with it as we're going with it, I guess you'd say. But yeah, for those that are new, as I mentioned, the way I go about it, but also I just go with it. I ramble a lot and speak my mind. So I do hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, let's see what Aokana is about.
そろそろ行かなきゃ
Okay, first thing, I just want to check the text box. What is opacity? It's not really that opaque. Oh. What would I do if I do that? Oh yeah, no, that's much better. Okay. Normally it would be the other way around, but okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
ああ、じゃあ元気で。
So it looks like there's possibly a voice for the main character. Before I started 9, I would have disabled it, but after enjoying the voice actor in the 9 series, I've taken a different stance on that and started to enable it. Okay, spacebar doesn't do that.
おい、泣くなよ。さっき言ったろ、そういうのはなしだって。
Sorry if I keep doing this. It's gonna be as we go along. Background's a bit too high.
でもしょうがないな。ちょっと待ってて。ほら、これ。
So far I'm getting that known when they were known, they knew each other when they were young. The boy moves away, then comes back years later. They meet up again. Type of romance, but I'm not too sure yet.
これ何？俺が大切にしてるやつ。これいいの？そうだよ。これがあればどこにでも飛んでいけるんだ。宇宙まででも。
The only thing I do wanted to mention that I know about the series is that there's some sort of powers involved. I'm not too sure exactly. I know the cover art had some of the girls as the boys, yeah, flying in a sense, using something. I don't know much, but very interesting.
飛んでいける。だからこの先、お前が一人でどうしようもなくなったら、その時はこれをギュッとしてお願いしろ。空に向かってな。
Okay, so my audio looks like it's peaking a bit, so I'm just gonna lower it down a bit. Let me know the voice sounds, please.
空に向かってお願い。そしたら飛んでってやるから。で、助けてやる。本当に？あ、絶対にだ。なんせ空はどこへだってつながってるからな。ありがとう。じゃあこれ大切にする。はあ、じゃあな。
When I was a kid, I thought myself invincible. I was certain I could become whatever I wanted, go wherever I pleased, and always come out on top regardless of the opponent. I could see a world of infinite possibilities spread out before me whenever I wanted. All I had to do was reach my hand out toward the sky. In the summer of my 3rd year in elementary school, I acquired wings that let me soar through the sky. And with that, I'd made it to those parts of the sky my hand couldn't reach. I eagerly dashed forward, gliding through the air, advancing further and further. Back then I had no doubts in my mind. I was sure there was no one who could reach the same heights as me. With these, I can go anywhere. I can be the first to travel beyond the sky. I sincerely believe that. And as a result, I lost all faith in myself when my beliefs were overturned. It all happened because someone appeared in a space I thought my own. It's a bit hard to read. And in that moment, the place beyond the sky that I dreamed of reaching disappeared from my mind. I no longer had any right to lay claim to the sky. sky. The blue world that I envisioned beyond the sky was taken from me. I desperately reached out with my hand, but when I opened that hand, nothing was there. And so I turned my back on the sky. Interesting. Teach me how to fly. Masaya. I was just waiting for something because of the ha 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 type thing, like breathing heavily. Maybe it's not voiced. I'm charging down the road to school at full speed. Can't afford to be late. Okay, not voiced. Let me just double check. Okay, well, Masaya, but that's not Masaya, so interesting. Damn, I hope I can still make it. I pull my phone out of my pocket to quickly check the time. So I'm guessing school start? 8:10. Man, I'm cutting it real close. Yeah. That clock is ticking down to my doom, and fast. And so, I stow away the harbinger of apocalypse, then bowl forward as fast as I can. Damn it, this is all because of that dream again. Whenever I feel out of it, and or when I'm tired, I always see the same dream. A scenery drawn in sepia. It was a blurry world that made me think I was viewing the scene with an odd filter. If all those dreams did was let me see a girl I liked as a kid, then that would have been fine. Too bad that wasn't the case. I keep running down the road, and eventually I come across a strange sight. Huh? What's that girl doing? I spot a single girl crawling about on all fours on the side of the road. Finding something?
ショックです。困りました。このままだと家に入れません。
Okay, lost keys.
なんで転校して初日に鍵を落とすとか信じられない。やっちゃいました。
Someone who just moved in, I'm guessing. She's cheerfully monologuing such specific things to herself that it makes me wonder if she's doing it on purpose. So it's becoming a bit hard to read this text. And I can't change the text color, so I'll have to increase opacity. Okay. Anyway, based on what I overheard, she seems to be in a lot of trouble. So why does she sound so happy? I was a bit confused.
もう時間が。どうしよう。遅刻なのかな。
Okay, I was not expecting a decision already. This music is a bit loud again. So, I generally do my decisions based on the routes I predetermine, I guess you could say. But I haven't done this at this time. I wanted to get to know the characters first before I started doing decisions. So I wasn't expecting one already. Although, when you look at the decisions, they relatively are all the same. So I don't think this is one that matters. Let's see. I don't think calling out would work here, and I think I'll just do a normal talk. See what's wrong. She doesn't seem to be worried as much. You know, there's one thing a lot of fairy tales tend to have in common. In them, the hero always extends a helping hand to a girl in need, even if that means having to fight a dragon or saving the world. What's wrong? And so, in an attempt to live up to those standards, I approach the girl and call out to her.
Hi.
Interesting enough here, can I replay the voice?
Hi.
Yeah. So the first two were correct, but Well, I don't know since I can't see the Japanese. I won't do this often, just this once. I thought I could change it, but I guess not here. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, yeah, it isn't just normal hiragana. Okay. I just wanted to know because this is a tough one where you don't know if she's if she's saying that in English or if she was saying that in Japanese. But she said hi in Japanese, which means yes, which means you were speaking to me in a sense. So the hi itself in English doesn't fit for me, but just leave that for that. The girl rises from her recording position and snaps her attention as she responds to me.
なんでしょうか?
Kimi no Koe is the song's name, and that is your voice. I'm sure a lot of people would know about the movie Kimi no Namae. What was that? Some other way it was pronounced. But anyway, it was something about your name. This is your voice. So, and from what I can tell, maybe he recognizes the voice, or just recognizes the face. The moment I see her face, my breath gets caught in my throat. She's standing there, wide-eyed and inquisitive look on her face. She's cute. Really, really cute. I thought it was a girl from the memories. Okay. Guess not. Her voice makes me return to my senses. Well, it seemed like you could use a hand, so I thought I'd offer my help. I already know what's going on thanks to that detailed explanation I overheard moments ago, so I simply offer my assistance. Looks like I confused her? Maybe I should have stayed out of this. Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to intrude or anything, I swear. If you don't need any help, just... Okay. Okay. The girl suddenly leaps in front of me, grasps my hand, and shakes it up and down vigorously.
やっぱり島の人ですね。親切ですね。九州は人情の国やけん、心配せんでよかよっておばさんが言ってた通りでした。
Islander. Okay. One second. This is a small little jump there. So I just wanted to just make sure I understood Kyushu because I was getting my islanders mixed up. But Kyushu is the southernmost island of Japan. I just wanted to make sure, as well as saying with them mentioned islander, makes me think obviously we're on an island. So. And just as I thought, she has just recently moved in. So, interesting. Sure.
九州男児って言うんですかね。なんかこういうの憧れます。かっこいいです。
She must be pretty easy to impress if me offering to help has her this excited. But more importantly, I thought he was late. Hey, look.
はい、なんでしょう。
Well, your hands.
はい。
At that point, she finally shifts her gaze over to her hands. When she does, her face flushes red instantly. She rips her hands away from mine and bows her head a few times.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。私たら今日初めて会って名前も知らない人の手を握ったりして、もうとてもすみません。
After she finishes talking, the girl stands there with her head still bowed, and eventually clasps her own cheeks. Is that supposed to be some form of punishment?
はあ、もうなんで私こういう時に勢い余ってやってしまうんだろう。
Look, you really don't have to apologize. Besides, shouldn't we take care of your problem first? Her expression changes to one of mild shock as I change the topic.
そうでした。ですね。とても個人的なことで申し訳ないのですが、私落としちゃいまして。
The girl tries to explain her predicament to me through a combination of words and gestures. Huh? I spot a silver object glittering in the sunlight, roughly a meter behind her. It wouldn't happen to be...
落としたものは自宅の
Before the girl can finish the sentence, I pass by her and pick up the silver object. Your house key, right? Does this look like it? I hold out a plain silver key in front of her eyes. The girl raises her voice and wraps both her hands around the key, which is still in my hand.
これです。家の鍵です。すごいです。どうやって見つけたんですか？それになんでなくしたのが鍵だってわかったんですか？
I just happened to see it out of the corner of my eye, so it's not really amazing or anything.
そんな謙遜なんかしないでください。ありがとうございます。恩人です。
Seems like she's asking for my name. The name's Masaya Hinata. I live just around the corner. I'm a sophomore at Kunahama Academy. Nice to meet you.
ひなたさんですね。ありがとうございます。私、クラシナ・アスカと言います。
Asuka. So her voice is this, okay. Interesting.
明日から私も久那浜学院に通うんです。今日は手続きをしに行くところで。
So are they only going to be starting tomorrow? Then why was he in a rush? Aha, cool. Cool is a bit weird. Nice to meet you, Kurashina-san.
Hi!
Kurashina-san replies cheerfully. I normally call the characters by how they normally are called by the character itself, like Kurashina. But I think Asuka is a nice name. I shall refer to her by. As the saying goes, a good deed is its own reward. I get the feeling that I'm forgetting something important here. Before I manage to remember. Okay, so it was supposed to start today. A loud ringing sound resounds through the air. That's the chime for school. He's late. Ah, shit. I probably should have voiced it a bit louder, but... Kurashina-san is startled by my loud cry. It was almost like I thought he was just muttering under his breath in a sense. Now I'm really running late. Oh, you're starting today, yeah?
通うのは明日からなので、そこまできっちりじゃなくてもいいとは思うんですが、ダメでしょうか?
I thought you just said that she starts tomorrow. I'll be attending...
明日から私も久那浜学院に通うんです。今日は手続きをしに行くところで。
So she did say she'll be attending tomorrow, but she'll be going there to fill out the forms. So, okay. I see. Guess you don't know about Miss Kagami. His teacher, I'm guessing. Maybe it didn't start today, but more like he was just late today, and she is just a transfer student.
What?
Aoi Kagami. She's good at all kinds of sports and drop dead gorgeous, but is also considered to be the scariest teacher at Kunahama Academy. She's the school's PE teacher and my home teacher, but she's also the guidance counselor. That's why she's out at the gate waiting to see if any students arrive late.
そうなんですか?
Okay, I was expecting more because that's why was that okay, but and is not added in the Japanese. Sorry if I'm already voicing my complaints a bit, but subtitles seem a bit weird to me. Feels like they're adding a bit too much when not needed. in certain places. I'm not too sure. It's a bit early for me to really voice it, but we'll see. Since she's a real strict person, saying you aren't attending class today won't cut it.
厳格な方なんですね。
Again, that was not what she said. Hold on a second.
厳格な方なんですね。
Yeah. I'm gonna try to not interrupt my flow like that most of the times. I just want to look it up again because the translation here was not at all what she had said. Genkaku no kata, genkaku na kata nan desu ne is what she said, which is, so she happens to be a strict person, isn't she? So, or something like that, along those lines. Not exact, but something about strictness. So, not entirely what she had said. So, I do apologize if this is going to be a constant. Sometimes I prefer literal translations rather than ones where the translators just threw things together, try and make sense of it. But anyway. And if you're ever late when she's on duty, a dreadful punishment awaits you.
罰ですか?
Yep, she makes use of all her connections to dig up embarrassing secrets from your past. Any diaries you kept, funny pictures you took, or cringeworthy, I don't like that word, videos of you will be revealed to the entire class.
そんな、それは人としてやってはいけないことです。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said something about how that's not something you should do or should be allowed to happen. Something around those lines. Right? That's why we can't afford to be late. I confirmed the time by glancing at my phone. 8:20? 8:25. If we run, we won't make it in time. Honestly, I want to avoid using them as much as possible, but no choice. I'll make an exception today. Whisper that while looking up at the sky. Alright, let's take off from over there. I say as I point at the nearby terminal. I guess it's a normal everyday thing.
そこからって何もないですけど、飛行機でも来るんですか?
Or I guess not. Kurashina-san tilts her head to the side in confusion as she stares at the terminal. A plane? Oh, right. You're not from around these parts. Yeah, she's a transfer student. Know anything about grav shoes?
グラッシュですか?
Yeah, anti-graviton shoes. Since you're wearing our school uniform, you should have gotten a lecture on how those shoes work.
あ、これのことですか? 大体のことは聞いてますが。
Kurashina's-san replies while pointing at the school's shoes. Yeah, those. If you got a rundown, I guess I don't need to explain. You taking them out for a spin yet?
まだないですけど、一体何を?
That's too bad. Well, I'll support you then. Let's go. Normally you'd take a proper course first, but it should be fine since we're going with paired flight. You don't have to worry about anything. I head over to the terminal, leading Kurashina-san all the while. Let's see. Good, the coast is clear. So I'm guessing this is what they would call a terminal. See the icon and everything like here. Look around to check the flight paths just in case. The no flight lamp is also off. Next up is the shoe check. Kurashina-san.
Hi.
Oh, he's calling out to her. Okay. Put one foot forward a little.
はい。こうですか?
I check the shoe she puts forward. Okay, looks good. Now show me the other one. When she does, I check the other one as well. Alright, you're all good. Take a deep breath for me. Kurashina-san, inhale.
深呼 呼吸ですか？はい。
And exhale.
は
Okay, time to head on out.
行こうってどこへ？
Since she's not following the conversation, I take Christina's hand, walk over to the edge of the terminal, and press the open button. After the shutters open, I turn on my own grav shoes. Take a small step forward to one new stance.
はい。
Next, raise your heels.
こうですか？
Yeah, I'm gonna count to 3, and then we fly. Make sure you hold my hand tight, okay? If you do, you can just leave everything to me and relax.
飛ぶってここから飛ぶんですか？
Right, let's go. 1, 2.
ちょっとそんなことしたらここ高い崖の上ですよ。
Yeah, she doesn't say anything about I don't want to die. Yeah, she says something about it's quite high from here, isn't it? Something like that. 3. Fly. I'm really gonna hate this. Myself, I should say. I'm gonna hate myself for constantly doing this. Yeah, she doesn't say anything about stop. Yeah, she's just voicing her surprise and bewilderment, I should say. A soft wind strokes our bodies as we soar through the air. Okay, less hand holding and more holding the body, okay? The early summer air is a little warm, making it perfect for a slow flight.
うわ、これ何ですか？ダメです。今は飛んでるけど落ちます。確実に落ちます。絶対に落ちます。
Kurashina-san keeps shouting out words laced with desperation. I can tell how anxious she is by the tightness of her grip. It's fine, there's no way we'll fall with our grav shoes on. Plus, the flight path's pretty calm.
そうなんですか？
Really, so just relax and enjoy our stroll through the sky.
はい。
And feel the pressure on my back letting up as Kurashina-san relaxes her body. Seems she's resigned herself to her fate. I can see buildings, trees, and deep blue ocean stretching up beneath us. They all look so tiny from up here. I'm guessing she's getting used to flying, since she's lets out a voice of awe as she looks around in wonder.
すごいです。綺麗です。さっきまで普通の大きさだった景色が一瞬でこう小さくなって。
I know, right? Most people were out like this on their first flight.
この靴があったら本当にどこへでも一瞬で飛んでいけちゃいそうですね。
Upon hearing those words, I fly wherever you want. I slowly repeat those words, digesting their meaning.
どうかしました？
I think that's something to do with his past. I eagerly dashed forward, gliding through the air, advancing further and further. Back then, I had no doubt in my mind. I was sure there was no one who could reach the same heights as me. No, it's nothing. We'll be landing soon. Get ready.
はい。
With these, I can go anywhere. I can be the first to travel beyond the sky. I sincerely believe that. Yeah, I should avoid this from now on. Tried to make sure Kurashina-san couldn't hear me as I quietly muttered those words. I look up at the sky one last time to say farewell for good before I prepare to land. The blue sky extends infinitely, just as it did when I was a kid. Okay, voice muted there. then I'm going to do that and that. So what I've just done was just hidden the opening for myself and muted it for us as well. Copyright reasons as well, but mainly as well as I don't want to see it because openings tend to show CGs and characters that will be appearing in the series, and I prefer to keep that a surprise, I should say. I think I'm gonna go a little bit longer, but I think I'm gonna end it soon. I'm enjoying it. It's nice story, nice world. One big issue I have already is the translations. It's just myself, obviously. You can easily go without it. But yeah, I think one of the issues I have with it is, in the past I helped translate a visual novel long ago. Just on a one route minor thing. But appreciating how the translation goes and how you translate it and the words you have to choose to allow for the Western audience to understand what's trying to be said, while still carrying the meaning and everything like that. I know it's a delicate balance, but as I mentioned earlier, there's just sometimes the literal translation or the one-to-one is sometimes better than just randomly making things up, in a sense. That's one of the few things I've noticed so far, is they've just been adding words which the character was nowhere near saying. But yeah. It's kind of making me worried about... Is it over already? Yeah. It's making me worried a bit about, let's see, what's it? The untranslated parts, I should say, like this, the unvoiced parts, I should say, where I've got nothing to fall upon in terms of what is being portrayed or conveyed, I should say. But yeah, let's go a little bit more, see what this world's about. To the west of Japan's mainland, in the East China Sea, is Shito City, the town that is made up of 4 islands. Its population of 50,000 is enough to get recognized as a city, but at a glance it looks more like a rural country village. However, right now, the area is like a completely different world from the rest of Japan. That's how special Shito City is. Following the discovery of anti-gravitons, special shoes that allow an individual to fly, anti-graviton shoes were invented. And those shoes, which let a person fly using only their own body, brought about a dawn of a new age. The Airport Act applied many restrictions on private flights, but there are some cities where none of that applies. Special test zones, basically. One of those cities just happens to be Shito City. It's even said that grav shoe usage is the highest in the country here. People from all generations make use of them here, though young people probably use them the most. I was pretty surprised when she was surprised, Asuka was surprised to hear about graviton shoes. It's almost like she'd never heard of them, but from the looks of it, he had them when he was a kid, so obviously it's been like a decade or so, like, yeah, about maybe 8 to 10 years since that passed. Obviously the world would know about those types of technology, so, like, I don't know. In fact, students tend to use them a lot. They're a common commuting option on all 4 islands that make up Shito City.
あと5秒。4、3、2、1。
That's the teacher for the PE teacher. Guessing counting down the time you have left to enter the school.
はい、そこまで。
Nope,
今
never
日
mind.
も遅刻者なし。
あ
よく頑張った。
Okay, yeah, it was. Interesting character design for a teacher.
なんだ？
Sweet, we made it. Nope, you're late. I used the Gravshoe's assisted landing feature to touch down safely at the school's terminal. Come on, Kurashina-san, you can let go of my hand now.
はい。
When I point that out, Kurashina-san lets go of my hand hesitantly. Once it could have started weird rumors if she kept clinging on to me, I'd previously asked her to switch to just holding my hand. But even that's enough to get students talking, so it's best to separate now.
よかった。ジャスト8時半ですね。間に合いました。
Right, okay, let's hurry to the classroom. Oh, wait, I forgot to ask where you need to go. Well, she said she needed to fill in forms, so I'd say the front office.
私は職員室へ来るように言われてます。なのでここでお別れですね。
The factory room. So I was using my own country's terms in a sense, but yeah. Okay, see you around then.
ありがとうございました。
Kurashina-san directs about me, then runs off to the building where the factory room is located. Oh, I was gonna say, how did she know where it was? But she was probably here when she first... how can I say this? Like, exploring or like taking a look at the school for the first time when you apply to the school in a sense, I should say. Now then, shouldn't waste time loitering. Need to head to the classroom before Miss Kagami spots me. I think that's a bit too late.
珍しいこともあるもんだな。マサヤが二人連れで、しかも手をつないで現れるなんて。
I'm just trying to hear the voice here. It's one of those voices or voice actresses where I don't know, I don't want it to sound weird or bad or anything like this, but genderless. You can hear it as both a male voice and a female voice.
いや、それよりも。
He was flying? Because from what we can tell, he doesn't want to do that, or he doesn't use that at all.
空から来るなんてな。
Yeah.
本当に珍しい。
Made it somehow. Thinking about voice actors, just hold on 1 second. I do apologize for this.
はい。ありがとうございました。
I think that might be Kuja from 9th series, but I'm not too sure. I do know that the voice actor is played in this as well. It's close, but I'm not too sure. Okay. Just taking a look at the classroom itself. Students. Okay. Plop down onto my seat and breathe a sigh of relief.
ねえ。 さっき手をつないでたの誰？
Oh, I guess it's already been found out. Just had to ask, huh? One of my classmates suddenly appears before me, then starts questioning me. Her name is Misaki Tobisawa. Since we sit close to each other and we're in the same class last year, we end up chatting a lot. She's the only girl in my class who's on casual speaking terms with me. Anyway, it's pretty common for her to start up random conversations, especially first thing in the morning. Gotta say though, I'm surprised she saw that. I mean, I try to get away from Kurashina-san as fast as possible. Good morning, Misaki. You know, you really should at least greet me first before grilling me. I'm starting to get an idea on the type of people who translated this, with some of the words they tend to are using. Obviously, it might just be something that's been I've translated myself, but grilling as well is not the type of word I would have used. But okay. She waves her hand at me with an absent-minded look on her face. Obviously, Misaki has low blood pressure. So, what was that about me holding hands with someone? I try to feign ignorance. But she ends up ignoring me. You literally just asked me about the girl who was holding my hand.
ああ、そうそう。手。そうだそうだ。さっき窓からちらっと見えたから。
You have some good eyes. I mean, most people don't just happen to catch a glimpse of things that are so far away.
で、何の話だっけ？
Okay. You serious? I think it would have been rather seriously type of thing rather than just you serious.
あ、
Finally remember? I doubt it.
もうお腹が減ってきた。朝ごはん食べてきたばっかなのに。
With how disjointed our conversations tend to be, I can't help but wonder if she's alright. I mean, low blood pressure only explains so much.
はいはい、全員早く席に着きな。
やば。じゃあね、マサヤ。
Misaki totters away toward her desk.
おはようみんな。今日は爽やかな朝だな。さて、本日の連絡事項だが。
Put my thoughts aside and focus on class. She's good at all kinds of sports and drop dead gorgeous, but is also the scariest teacher at Kunahama Academy. This is my home teacher, Aoi Kagami.
学年が新しくなってもう2週間だ。委員会や部活など新しいことを始める者はきちんと申告するように。
Only 2 weeks, huh? Weird time for Asuka to transfer into. By the way, I owe a lot to Aoi-san. I mean Miss Kagami. You're monologuing, so I don't think it really matters. And my debts start racking up far before I even joined Kunahama Academy. In fact, it mostly comes from the help she provided me when I was younger. So yeah, I was obviously pretty shocked when she ended up being my home teacher.
君たちはもう2週間前から1年生じゃない。
Sorry, I'm not used to these American terms, I should say. Hold on one second.
君たちはもう2週間前から1年生じゃない。
You are not first years anymore. From what I gather from that, I would say you would be your second years. So second year at how old are they? I would say they're in high school, so second year, so he's 17, I guess. That's the reason why I'm not used to American grades is my country has different grades, Japan has different ways of doing their grades. With Japan, they go from elementary, middle, junior high, and then high school, each with 3 years. And since I'm guessing this is high school, second year, which is the ages 16, 17, and 18. So second year, so possibly 17. That's what I can gather.
新入生や困っている相手には率先して手を差し伸べられる人間であることを期待する。
Says the person who has a mountain of dirt on her students. We're close enough for me to make that kind of joke, though I can't do much more than whisper it, since we're in class and all. If she catches me talking behind her back, she'll show no mercy.
では、ホームルームはこれで終わる。
Looks like she didn't notice that I was almost late this morning. A wave of relief washes over me, which allows me to finally relax.
そうだ、マサヤ。
Yeah,
ちょっと。
I saw that coming. Miss Kagami doesn't care that we're at school. She always calls me by my first name. What's up? What's up is a weird way of going. I would go rather. Sorry, I hate doing this. Hi. Yeah, he just says, hi, yes. So, yeah.
後で話がある。
Atode is like, we'll have to talk later.
そうだな。少し長くなりそうだから、放課後で。
Did she hear me back there? Or what, is this about me almost arriving late? Which one of those did she catch?
マサヤ放課後だよ放課後。
Okay, so different character in the afternoon than in the morning. Yeah, I know.
あー、やっと今日が始まるんだ。何しようか何食べようか。無限の可能性が私を襲うよ。
Right, gotta say though, you're a totally different person once we're out of class. Not that that's anything new. Her extreme mood shifts are on a downright concerning level. Since she has low blood pressure in the morning, maybe it spiked and she popped a vessel up there?
美咲の表現ぶりは確かにすごいよね。友達やっててちょっと不安になるレベルだもの。
Madoka. So you agree with me, huh?
思う。最初はこの子絶対午前と午後で双子が入れ替わってると思ったもん。
This girl is our class representative, Madoka Aoyagi. Interesting surname. She's a friend of Misaki's, so I ended up talking to her a lot. Though, unlike Misaki, she's a normal human being.
人を心の病気みたいに言わないでよ。
Then quit acting like you are. Can't blame us for doubting you when it looks like you are.
いやー、私は自分に正直に生きてるだけだよ。
Really? I'm so jealous.
わかるなそれ。
It just feels like there's two different meanings there, but anyway.
マサヤは朝より暗くない？
I'd say it's more that I'm a free spirit, just being true to myself.
乗るよそうだ。料金はうどんいっぱい。
Bye, Misaki. See you tomorrow.
あれ美咲、ひなたくんにご飯たかるの失敗しちゃったね。
So I'm getting confused here. Why am I getting confused here? Okay. Never mind. Okay. Oh, did he bump into somebody? I almost bump into a girl as I leave my classroom. I actually like the... Oh, for a second there I thought I recognized the character here, but I think that's not... I just like how you got some liveliness in the background. You got characters with faces and expressions. It just feels natural, I should say. Which is great. Sorry, are you okay?
あ、いいえ、こちらこそ不注意ですみません。って日向先輩？
Something she knows? She knows? Sorry about that, Arisaka. Okay, somebody they know.
あ、いえいえ、そんな。
Mashiro. Last name. I'm actually gonna end it here today. See how this progresses next time. Okay, so there's a lot of positives about the series. I'm enjoying the world, the characters. I can't wait to meet more of them. I know there's quite a few characters in the series, and getting to understand them. Like, some of them already have nice personalities and characters. Also, I liked that aspect of how we know that Masaya, what is his other name? I know it's Masaya something. Masaya. Anyway, I'll just go with Masaya for now. I know Masaya had in his memories where he was defeated in the past, and it caused him to lose all faith in the anti-graviton shoes and flying. And from the sounds of it, he has never flown since, or he probably does here and there, but he doesn't enjoy it. We can verify that by Aoi, the teacher, her views being surprised with him flying again. I'm actually quite curious to see how this progresses, and because obviously that's a major plot, major point in the series is the shoes and the flying. So obviously we know he's probably going to be flying more, or he's going to have a reason for it. Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to it. It's really interesting start. It's a good introduction. And I do have to apologize for how I've been going about this episode. But I have to warn everyone that I'll probably have to do it a lot more. That is one thing the only thing at the moment that I have dislike for of the series is the translations. That is the only thing. But of course, different places have the way of different translations. I mean, you can different ways of interpreting sentences and so on and so forth. But it's a personal thing, honestly. It's nothing against the people who did this, but yeah, just a personal thing. But yeah. Not much else to really say. I'm really looking forward to it. This world, obviously, we can tell there's going to be a lot of characters. When I went here, obviously, there's like still so much more we have to see. Yeah. So we have Asuka, the red pink, I think it's pink haired girl. Misaki, the one with the low blood pressure. Arisaka is the one we're just speaking to now. Ari is the teacher, and Madoka is the class representative. Okay. Yeah. Let's wait and see how this progresses on. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please know what your thoughts on this first episode, about the sounds, voices, about everything regarding it. And let me know what your thoughts on the way I'm going about it as well. I'd love to know. But other than that, yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all next time.